Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to In Her Dreams, and welcome to your love reading. I am so grateful to be able to channel these messages for you, which are timeless, so whenever you're tuning in, that's perfect, okay? But I'm channeling these messages at the time of a full moon in Scorpio. It's the day before peak illumination, and so we have a full moon in Scorpio square Pluto. So this yields to a lot of intense emotional energy and sometimes a power struggle, okay, where in every relationship there is a phase of a power struggle. It may be very volatile, it may be very peaceful, but every relationship you have a phase where you're deciding what's right for you, they're deciding what's right for them, you're figuring out your needs and you're trying to work that out. So since I am recording this at a time astrologically that can intensify that action of figuring out what's right for you, that is going to help you to gain more clarity as a result of viewing these messages, hearing these messages, because that's what I'm channeling into it, is clarity as to what's right for you, support as you make the choices that are best for you. Okay, so that's what the intention is of these messages, is that you will have clarity and divine support as you do what's best for you and as you experience love. Okay, for some of you, these messages are going to reflect something that you have already experienced. For some of you, it's going to be more of a present journey, and for some of you, it's a future journey. However, the question is, where is this love headed? So what we want to know is, what can you learn from this experience, and what's the best move to make if this is something that you are headed into or that you're in right now, okay? All right, beautiful being, I'm going to give you some time with the image to select your crystal. Don't overthink it. Whatever crystal kind of jumps out at you, or whatever crystal you feel drawn to, that is your reading, okay? That's your group. So take your time with that, and I will see you at your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to pull some oracle cards, and then I'm going to lay a Celtic cross spread to get a good look at your love connection. All right, familiar, deep bonds. Your person is a soulmate, okay? Which, I mean, that's probably not news to you. Like, you already know enough spiritually to know that when you have such a deep bond with someone, you have traveled with them before. There's also an animal connection between you. You may have a similarity between you as far as the animal spirit that you identify with or that you represent. On here, it looks like we have a fox. So that's intelligence, that's sharpness. Okay, so this is an attribute that you both share. Okay. And I don't want this to upset you, because it's not meant to do that. It really is beautiful. But you also have an ancestral connection with your person. That doesn't mean that you're like second cousins or first cousins or something like that. That's not a concern, okay? But Spirit is just letting you know that you all do share ancestors, which is actually very common because we're all human. We're of the same species, right? So, we are all tied together in some way. So this isn't something that is, I'm not associating your bond with anything that's like illegal, okay? But this is a beautiful ancestral connection that you do share with your person. And because there are ancestors that you share, what I'm also getting is that your ancestors will work together, okay? So your person's grandparents might send you messages, and your aunts and uncles might send them messages, okay? So you're tied together spiritually and telepathically, okay? You also might share a pet with this person that is dear to both of you. It could be literally a familiar, like a spirit that, or an animal that you have a very deep bond with and that you understand each other. You might share a connection with a familiar. Aww, oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Okay, so friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Your lover feels like a friend. Your person feels like a friend. Look at that card. It's so beautiful with that pink. And oh, I was looking through a kaleidoscope the other day. I love that. So shifting is coming to mind. You know how like you turn a kaleidoscope and it looks different depending on how you're holding it? So there are a lot of shifts that you've been through together, and these have been awakenings. Like, it's all been a part of your spiritual path. Those times where you have butt heads with your person. I'm gonna keep that flipped over. I want to keep looking at that. Yeah, you guys grow like a garden. Like, look how that looks like a flower, you know? Not all the cards look like that, but that looks like a flower. All right, so there's some denial going on. We have, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. There's something that your person has been in denial about regarding their journey with you. Sharing comes to mind, like sharing, like how they share information, how they communicate with you. They've been in denial about changes that they have needed to make. You're in their life to enlighten them, and they become more enlightened every time they interact with you. And sometimes that's why sometimes it feels very not maybe a little painful to communicate with them, because you all's interaction will produce so much change. So with change, there's growth, right? If you're not changing, you're not growing. But change can be hard. I feel like your person has resisted the changes that they've needed to make in order to be right in the relationship, to do what they need to do right by you. They haven't, they've been in denial about some of the things that they need to do. Kindness is coming to mind. Like, I feel like they have not been as kind and mindful. You're a very mindful communicator. I see you, like, there's like a yield sign by your mouth, because you're thinking, like, should I say this? You think mindfully in your communication. Your person does not always do that, but they want to. They want to. Clarify this for me, Spirit. Oh, okay. There was a snake, but it came out in reverse. The deck was upside down, but it came out in reverse. So this lets me know that that snake has lost power. There was a snake in your relationship. I see this as like a third wheel, a third party, a third person, one too many. And they needed to go. They needed to go. But with this in reverse, it's like, I know that there were some, I just put lotion and oil on my hands. Yeah, it's like cleaning up. Cleaning up. You know, get the snake out of there. They gotta go. Right? there was one person too many involved. And I feel like their communication was very awful. This could have been the parent of your person, of your lover. This also could have been like a leftover ex, or, you know. But this is something that they needed to resolve that they didn't. They were in denial about what they needed to do and the business that they needed to handle. And this presented a mountain between you. I see that there was a block. There was lots of confusion. I'm seeing this as fog. I feel like it's water, but I'm totally seeing it as fog, that there was a lot of foggy communication going on. You may have even felt like you were having foggy thoughts, like your mental energy was clogged, because it just felt like a mountain between you and the person that you wanted to, or have wanted to build with. And that stunted the growth between the two of you. It seemed to. Everything that's happened between you, though, is leading to your growth and your greatness. That's just how it works, okay? Especially when you're spiritually minded like you are, okay? But it felt like you all's growth was stunted because you weren't moving together like in an aligned way when you had these arguments or these heated discussions. I feel like there could have been like ugly words exchanged, you know, the words that cut, the words that should not be spoken, but sometimes we get to that space where it's like, you know, there's not this sense of mindful communication anymore. It's just emotion. It's pure emotion. Like that intensity that I was talking about with the full moon in Scorpio square Pluto. You have the dog here, so somebody is getting in check. This is about, you could say obedience, but I think I don't like the word obedience, really. To me, it seems like you're bowing to someone, or like you think that person is above you and you must adhere to what they say. But this is about cooperation. I like that. Cooperation. This person is learning how to forsake their ego enough to put you in the place where you deserve to be in their life. So this is about cooperation. This is about the person, now, because they have a big ego. I feel that. I feel that there's a big ego there. But this is something that they're learning to keep in check. What needs to be surrendered? Okay, Divine says, really guard your self-esteem, because there may have been some words that were exchanged that they ain't have no business telling you. And so if that's the case, that could have impacted your self-esteem. But, a good love is supposed to support you and strengthen your self-esteem. So it feels like that's the direction things are going in, where this person is getting the message. But I feel like there's damage that was done in the past with some of these words that were being slung around. And so nurture yourself and love on yourself, and ask yourself if there are wounds that have remained as a result of some of the friction between you. And malachite is coming to me. Use malachite. Mine is over there, but a beautiful green crystal. Use malachite to help heal your heart chakra. Okay, connecting with that will be really, really beneficial. Surrender your desire to control people. So here's the thing. You're on a path of growth, okay, of tremendous growth. But sometimes we want other people to grow at a certain pace that they might not be ready for. And then in that case, it's like if this person takes you to the left so much, then you can create space there. You can create space, and you can take your energy back, and you can put measures in place where you know that you're protecting your heart. But Spirit is just saying to not allow yourself to get frustrated, because that frustration just stresses you out. It takes you to a very negative space. If somebody's not doing the right thing or moving at their accurate pace or the pace that they need to, you can communicate that to them, your frustration, and create boundaries if you need to. You know what I mean? Surrender to rest and sleep. Divine is saying to rest your mind. I feel like your love connection has been very draining as far as what choices to make. You've wanted to do right by yourself, but you've also wanted to give your relationship as much energy as you feel it should have based on the amount of time you've put in. Divine is saying to put your physical needs first right now. Rest and sleep are so important. And mental rest, not just physical rest, but allowing your mind to just check out. Putting on some sounds that soothe you. That, you know, ASMR is great. Nature sounds. Incense. That's the reason why we have all these sensory things to help us in spirit. To help us connect with spirit when the physical realm feels stressful. Or the mental realm, okay? Surrender to passion. So, I'm telling you, like, I know that boundaries are important, right? Boundaries are very important. And that's been a big part of your connection with this person. But there is room for you to have passionate love. Okay? This is coming through. And this is about having a passionate love for yourself, but also this person, I feel like because they are learning on this journey, they're showing that they deserve they deserve a certain level of your energy. Okay? And you can determine how much energy, how much time they get. But they are really trying to earn your trust. This is not just about affection. This is about trust. What is your person saying to you? Let me know, Divine. What is the person thinking about them or saying about them? I left when I saw you with someone. They may feel, there may be a... Yeah, this could also go back to that third party situation. I feel like there's extra energy in the connection. And maybe your person does not want to they don't want to put their heart on the line. They don't want to put their ego on the line to move forward with you because they feel like someone might be in the way. They feel there's some insecurity there. But the effort is there. Like they want it. But they feel like there's insecurity. They either saw you with someone or have recalled you being with someone that is a little bit unsettling to them. Okay, Divine, let me know what messages are coming through. Oh, the way that came out. Oh, okay. All right, and 3 more. 1, 2. Okay. All right, so there's change that's coming. There's change that's coming. As much change as has already happened, there's more that's coming. Yeah, because this is about cycles and about completion. So everything that happens right now is significant. There's a lot of guilt, a lot of sabotage. I feel like this is self-sabotage. I feel like your person is stewing. And there's something they want to say, but they don't have the courage yet. Their wish is to be with you. That's what they know would give them fulfillment. For your situation, you have Two of Cups. This is a very strong bond. I mean, it comes through very clearly. The passion, the bond. It's crossed with Queen of Wands. This could be that third party. There may have been someone extra who was stepping in to the relationship, trying to insert themselves. This could also be sort of a crossroads where you are deciding between putting emphasis on your love life or putting emphasis on your business and career and money making and your creative endeavors as well. Queen of Wands is very creative. Everything that's going on right now is building strength within you. This could also involve a Leo, okay? A fire energy, a fire sign. You're learning to be, you're mastering. That's what it is. Because Divine says you've been learning for a long time. You're mastering the art of being the master of your life, of your world. And so the question is like, how much do I allow this love relationship to impact me? And what boundaries do I set? That's what you're mastering right now. In your past, you have Chariot. I feel like this relationship was full steam ahead. Like it was, and you have experienced a lot of success in your relationship. This has not been something that was just an overnight fling. I mean, this was, you all have shared a lot together. You may have children together. You might not. But I feel like with the amount of energy that I sense between you, there could be children involved. For your present, you have Seven of Cups. So this is about somebody not knowing what reality is. Somebody is seeing an illusion. This could be that third party that's coming in, presenting themselves as the shit. But they're not. They're not. I feel like for the third party, that's what's going on. They want sort of an ego boost, and so they're trying to come into your relationship, come into your connection to seek that. But that, you have to understand that stuff like that is done purely out of toxic, selfish reasons, and it doesn't ever produce anything that's good, anything that's sustainable, or anything that can go anywhere. It can't go anywhere. Okay. All right, for your future, Five of Cups in reverse. So there is, someone is feeling very guilty and regretful over how they handled a situation. And so they're trying to back themselves out of that. They're trying to get a hold of the situation, but they're feeling stuck. They don't want to feel regretful, but they feel stuck. And so they're trying, they will continue to try to undo their wrongs. And I feel like this is going to result in justice for you. I feel like the third party situation was very painful for you. And so that's what it's about, is about you getting your justice. You getting the clarity that you need. You getting what it is that's right for you. Okay? For your power, you have the Emperor in reverse. Your person is they love you. They know your worth, but this is something that they have had to learn over time because they did not know how to truly value someone of your greatness, somebody on your level, okay? I'm hearing that song, get on my level, get on my level. You know, it's like you are one of a kind. And so when they experienced you, they were assigning some of the same rules that they had tried on the others. But the same rules don't apply to you because you're different. You vibrate higher than the others that your person has been with. And so they've been upside down. I feel like this is them feeling that guilt, like where they're trying to get out of the Five of Cups because they regret something. They did something that they had no business doing. They allowed somebody's energy to come in that shouldn't have been in. And so your power, though, is Emperor in reverse. Your power is that your person does have this sense of guilt. That is something that you get to make a choice about. But at least you know, like sometimes when a person wrongs you, you know, there's just this, like, I don't care. And they'll do the same thing tomorrow. That's not this case. That's not what's going on here. Your Emperor feels very, very uneasy about what they did. And they really do want to make it right. But at the end of the day, it's your call. Okay, you have to decide what you are not comfortable with and where to draw your line in the sand where, you know, okay? But I do see that there's definite guilt that your person is feeling. For the people around you, you've got the Magician. I feel like this is that third party. This is that Queen of Wands trying to come in. They're trying to be a trickster. Your hope and fear is that it will affect that all of this going on will affect your stability. You might be worried about how it's going to impact your wealth, your finances. The outcome is the Tower. So this third party is going to experience a Tower. Please clarify, Divine. Yeah, because that's the conflict that they've been causing. Whoever this third party is, they've been trying to cause conflict for the Empress. And they won't be able to do that. They won't be able, like, they've done what they've done, but karma is on their ass now. You know what I'm saying? This is exciting. I'm getting goosebumps. Okay. Now, you've got Six of Cups and the Fool. So this is a new beginning for you regarding, if you have children, this is involving your children. But this is also someone that you have memories with, someone that you share a connection with and memories. I feel like this is your person. And this is about reconnecting with new intentions, reconnecting with new standards, I'm knocking in everything. That's what's about to happen to that third party. They're about to experience a lot of conflict. And I like when karma does her job. That's all I'm gonna say. But this is about moving forward in a new way, okay? So there should be communication between you and your person as to what those boundaries look like, and how you're going to move forward respecting one another. And being willing to communicate about the needs that you have. It's a new day. You're going to get your new beginning, okay? All right, beautiful being. I hope that you enjoyed this message, Group 1. And, yes, I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at what messages are coming through for you for love. I'm going to pull some oracle cards and then I'll lay a Celtic cross spread to look at more of the details, okay? Ooh, there we go. Poison thorn. Somebody has some low vibrations, and I know it's not you because you're here connecting with your higher self, okay? This is someone around you. This is, you may be seeing the number 33 or 3 a lot, 333. And you felt like you were at a crossroads because that's Pombajita's number, and I'm seeing that rose there. I know that you're at a crossroads now as to what choice you're going to make regarding love. I want to get right into this one. Tell me more, Spirit. What's going on with this beautiful being? What's going on with group 2? Okay. Okay. Divine is saying slow down. There's something that you are feeling like you can't have faith in. Because this was in reverse. Divine says to have faith. But your faith in a particular person has felt weak, but it's for a reason. It's because you see things in them that have led to doubt. Doubt as to whether or not they are stable, secure, and if they're someone that you should move forward with. Divine says, listen and reflect. Courting is important. That's why I said slow down, because Divine says there might be a push to move very fast or to move to the next level. It may be that type of thing where it's like a person wants to move in together, but you're not really ready if you really want to. You're not really ready yet. You don't know yet. They don't know yet if they want to move in, but they want the experience of living with someone because there's loneliness, or because they want to get a new place together and to have, yeah, there might be some social pressure here because Divine is saying to slow down. And, you know, it's at the end of the day, the wedding is not that exciting. It's about the union, right? It's like some people are so in a hurry to have certain experiences checked off. And I understand because I've done that, you know. I've rushed into certain things because I wanted to experience it and say I've done it and see what all the hype was about. But Divine is saying to slow down because you're going to get your blessings anyway. And you're going to get your blessings in the way that they're really truly meant for you to experience them in such a great, wonderful way when you are taking your time. So there's no need to push. And I feel like other people might be putting pressure on you to experience certain things. So check into Spirit with that as well. Like, are other people making you, or have other people in the past instilled in you a belief that you're supposed to experience something by a certain age, or that if you don't have, people do this to each other all the time. Like telling you that you're not a woman unless you've done this, or you're not a real man if you haven't done this. Like, you are your own person. Don't let other people's timelines rule your life. Because 9 times out of 10, the same people telling you what to do and when and how, they don't have their ish together at all. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always works out. So don't let anybody decide your timeline. Okay, I'm going to go back to this one, the Soul's Journey card. What is love bringing this beautiful being? Okay. There is an experience or a lesson to be learned about envy. There's someone who is envying you. And there's also they're envying you because they want what you have. But you're not tuned into that. You're looking at what you don't yet have. Like, so in other words, it's like a chain effect. Like, there are other people who want to be where you are. They sort of put you on a pedestal in their life, and they're like, I want to be like, I want to be where you are. I want to be. But then you aren't looking at the success that you have, that other people want. You're looking at the timeline that hasn't yet been met, that maybe you set a long time ago, or maybe somebody else set this timeline for you. Divine is saying to you, to remind you of the fact that everybody's going through it. Everybody's going through something. So the people that you might look at and say, you know, should I be doing this in my life too? Should I be doing the same thing that they're doing? Divine is saying they have struggles that are so tough and so filling their plate of life right now. You know what I mean? Also, Divine is saying to look out for like the social media trap. I call it fake book. You know, that's what I see whenever I've been on Facebook. It's like, it just feels phony to me. It's like what everyone wants you to see, but not what they're really feeling at night when their head is on the pillow and they're trying to get to sleep. But then when you go to their page, it's like, oh, you know, it feels fake. So please know that a lot of the things that you might see when you scroll, if you have social media, just beware that a lot of the things that you're seeing are fake, or they're posted in a way that is meant to incite envy or competition. Okay, let's see here. You're going to get some communication about love. And it's going to lead to a change. It's a good change. Ooh, okay, so you've got the letters. And you know that this communication could be text. I feel like it's text or phone, but it could be email too. And this is about going somewhere. Literally, I see like with the ship, that can be positive change, but I see this as somewhat of an invitation, or communication about something to be done in the future. Okay, somewhere that you can go. It might be about a vacation or an outing together. And I feel like this is going to be, I still got oil in I anointed my hands, and so now I got to do that. Sorry. But Divine is saying that this is going to be a really beautiful experience for you. It's going to make you feel like the star. It's going to make you feel like you are the center of this person's universe. It's going to be a really positive experience. I see this as, for some of you, this could be as simple as a really fun night. There's that star energy, you know, and you are going to shine. So there's fun as well. I just looked up and I'm looking at a star tarot card that's framed on my wall. It's the star card. So this is definitely happening, okay? It's like, whoa. This is also going to feel healing to your soul. Healing to your spirit, like on a spirit level. It's going to uplift your mood. And yeah. That's a beautiful thing. I love that. Because what is life without good times? And you know, you got that courting card. So Divine is encouraging you to go out and have fun. Okay? What is this person's thinking about them? I want to get a couple of these. Yeah. I wish I could share my good news with you. Well, look at that. You had that communication card. The letter. They want to talk to you. They want to tell you something that's really positive, really good. You were the best thing in my life. I look for you everywhere. I feel like there's distance between you. But this person, they know that you're a star. They know your goodness, your greatness. I love that because they need to. They should. They should. All right, let's lay a Celtic cross here. What messages do you have, Spirit, for group 2? Y'all, we have the Star card again. I am like, okay. We have the Star card again. In the right place. So there's a lot of healing going on too, because you know that's what the Star is about as well. It's not just about shining, and it's about healing. Okay. So for your situation, you have 8 of Pentacles, and it's crossed with the Star. There's something that you felt like you were unable to become or blossom into. Because there's something different that's calling you, or that has called to you. Maybe through your career, you may have felt like you didn't have enough time to have the love life that you wanted because you felt like your career didn't allow it, or didn't allow you the ability to spend as much time with someone as you wanted to. At the base of all this is Ace of Wands. This is about having the passion and the spark to experience the love that you desire, to let that in, to let it begin. I feel like there's been a blockage. There might be someone that you have wanted to be with, but you felt like there was something in the way of the two of you. And so you really didn't pursue it or allow it to go anywhere. For your past, you have King of Pentacles. There's somebody who has a very dedicated energy towards you. King of Pentacles is steady. King of Pentacles is stable. And King of Pentacles knows what they want. Okay? There's somebody that ain't going nowhere. They're going to be there. For your present, you have 5 of Cups. I feel like this might be your sadness. This might be the sadness of your person. It might be sort of shared. Because there is a telepathic connection between you. So you may be picking up on some of their emotions. They're picking up on some of yours. But I feel like there's a feeling of loss. That's what's standing out to me. There's a feeling of loss. Like there was a missed opportunity or a missed chance. There's a lot of regret around that. For the future, you have 2 of Wands. So I see waiting. I see a decision being made. But in the process of this decision being made, somebody's like, okay, let me make sure that I'm doing what will create balance. Like there's this desire to have balance. And so that has made this process more drawn out as to figuring out if you are going to allow something to bloom and prosper between the two of you. Or if you're going to hold off because you feel like you're not ready yet. But I feel like there's more waiting that's coming. This could be also hesitation about that communication. Like they might really want to communicate, but it's like, will they go through with it? For your power, you have 6 of Swords. You have the power to move to a better, brighter space. You have the power to create change. This card is about change. It's about going to a different space. I feel like communication is welcome here. Because with the order of those cards, where there's, yeah, because you had 6 of Swords. This card is like 6 of Swords, the ship. So that communication leads to positive change and healing. Look at that. So this is on multiple levels. I saw that before as like a fun experience, an experience where you feel like the star. And for some of you, this is communication that leads to change and healing. Okay. For your hopes and fears, you have Two of Pentacles. Decisions. I feel like you're a very careful person. And you're careful because you don't want to hurt others and you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to get yourself hurt. You really want to be respectful and responsible and do the right thing. And that's so noble. But the basis of all of this is that creative spark, that willingness to take a chance and give something a try. Bring life to something. Get something popping, you know? For your outcome, you have King of Swords. Yes, a decision will be made. And there will be clarity. Somebody's gaining clarity as we speak. As I speak. Give me more about this outcome, Divine. Okay, there's Eight of Pentacles again. Somebody's going to make something happen. Because they've been holding on for a long time with that Four of Pentacles. Not wanting to move forward out of fear. And I feel like this may have some sort of like, this could have a impact on finances, because Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, there's a lot of pentacles in here. So I see that there is a relationship between the decisions that are being made about love and concerns about finances or career opportunities. This could also be about where you're living. Like you may have, there could be distance between you and your lover or your person, the person that you are interested in. But there's distance created between you because of work. With this King of Swords, that can be a very head over heart type of energy. So I feel like if this communication happens, if there is someone who's willing to take that step and create that, or let that passion flow and connect and communicate, you could definitely have a situation where there's growth between you. There are romantic experiences between you, a connection between you. But there's also this tendency within the mind of this person, or this could be of you, where you're saying, I just want to do what's practical and get my coins, stack up my prosperity, my money, my finances, get them how I want them, and focus on that. So the ball is in your court. The ball is in the court of whoever is willing to communicate and put it out there. I feel like if you reach out for this communication, what's the result for you? Let me know, Divine. Nine of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Oh, this. And the Hermit. So there's spiritual enlightenment that happens. And there's, okay, the Fool, something new. And Three of Wands. Moving forward. Moving forward. What are you moving forward with? Four of Wands, baby. The marriage card. The happy union card. I feel like Divine really is promoting communication here. Because that was really made clear when we had the letter, the ship for positive change, and the star. So in this case, I think communication is really a good thing. but ultimately the choice is yours. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. I hope that this reading was helpful to you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. Hello, Group 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at what messages are coming through for you. I'm first going to lay a couple of oracle cards, and then we'll take a look at your Celtic cross spread, okay? Let's see what Spirit is bringing through for you, Group 3. Cloak and Dagger. Ooh, deception. Spirit gonna hit it off just like that. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. I mean, look at that image where he's holding her and he has a dagger in his hand. What is this experience teaching you? Abundance. Abundance, because the treachery that you've experienced or that you are currently experiencing regarding love, I just want you to know that all of that deception, all of that deceit, all of that backstabbing that you've experienced, it is leading to your abundance, because it's required you to grow. It's required you to let go of ties that did not serve you. Please give me clarity regarding this experience or this connection for Group 3. Okay, so we've got the Lily, which is a mature love. So this is not something that was short-lived. Okay, I see that there's a very long-standing union that you experience with this person. And there's abundance there. There's prosperity. I also see this could be children that you've shared, but I see that you have experienced a great deal of abundance. And then you have the God card. I feel like this is you becoming God, despite what you experienced in love. For some of you, you have connected with a person who understands you. This is after that awful experience that you had. You have experienced renewal for your own energy, but also within a new connection that feels healing, and it feels like healing to you. You know, it has a healing effect on you, and it may have also brought you more prosperity in your life. With that fish card, that's abundance. What needs to be surrendered or let go of? Surrendered to or surrendered? Okay, so there's fear. Divine is saying to release fear. Because where you are right now in your love life, you're being impacted by the influence of previous experiences. So your current blessings, you might be seeing them with a tinge of sadness or pain or fear. So that means that there's like a lack of clarity, just because, as we do as humans, we want to protect ourselves from what we've already experienced. But your life now is bringing you abundance. So there's an invitation being extended to you from Spirit to trust. Okay. Let me see what messages are coming through from your person. What messages are coming through from your person? Okay. I want you. I feel you leaving me behind, and I don't react when people mention you. So this is that. Okay, I see. This is that cloak and dagger. I want you to know there are two different energies here. Okay, there is the energy that you are building within yourself, which is God. Okay, you are transforming into your own God state. But this is also about a new healing love that you've either already attracted or that is coming to you. And this is after that old experience. I feel like this was something, that cloak and dagger, that deception card, I feel like that was something that went on for quite a while. Okay? But now is your time for abundance, for prosperity, because you've been through that. Now, Divine is inviting God energy into your life. That's what's coming to you. And if you have not already observed this or connected with this energy, it is on its way to you. Okay? But these cards that I just pulled, that's what someone else, that deceiver, is that a word? That deceptive person, that person who hurt you, that stabbed you in your back, mistreated you. I feel like there was all kinds of deception going on. And I feel like you look back on it now and you say, that was such a hot mess. But Divine says, the abundance that's coming to you as a result of you healing yourself from that, phenomenal. There's going to come a time, and this is going to be in the near future, where you say to yourself, it was worth it. Because the lessons I learned, like, you're so much stronger because of that. And that's the only way, by understanding the nuances of the impact, the way that previous relationship impacted you. Because you're understanding that now, you're opening up a pathway to experience more abundance within love. This is abundance in love. I mean, for some of you, this is finances as well, or they're tied together. But this is abundance in love. This is a beautiful new experience that you are able to really, truly be grateful for. Whereas some people would look at this experience and say, nope, I don't want it. Nope, I don't want it. You're going to recognize the blessing because you've had the total opposite. Okay? You already had that cloak and dagger experience. And look at that, though. Look at the light. It's like that's where he's trying to stab. But that's the light that comes from it. That darkness that you experienced is becoming your light. So, Divine is giving clarity about this past experience so that you'll be able to heal on a deeper level and trust and accept that new experience that's coming to you. So, this demon from before, from the past, is not reacting when people mention you, but he's feeling it because, look, I want you. And it could be a woman. It could be him, her, they, okay? So they want you. They want you. I feel you leaving me behind. Look, this person knows that you're done with them. This person knows that you now know that you deserve better. They realize that now. Because they see you doing the things that signal to a person that you love yourself. They see you making choices now where you may have made certain choices before when you were sort of under their spell. You know, it's like they had something about them that captured you. They had something about them that captured you at the time. They felt different, you know. This may have been a different type of person from what you experienced before. At the time, they felt like a breath of fresh air, but you quickly realized, look, there's that knife again. They were always deceptive. They were always going to stab everybody in the back. It's not just you, Spirit says. They stab everybody in the back because they don't know how to be loyal. New chapter. Ashe. Look at that. Your new chapter is coming. A fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life. For your God or for your goddess. But it's that beautiful type of energy. That divine love type of energy coming in. Ashe, Spirit. Oh my God, I love that. Children and deeper intimacy. So I feel like either you may have children or the person that you... Okay, I feel like the status of your parenthood between you and this new person, the parental status between you will help bring you together. So it may be that you have children and they have children, or neither of you has children, or, you know, it's like whatever it is regarding children and family, you're vibing together with that. And that leads to deeper intimacy between you, because that's just another area in which you will connect with one another. You're going to have so many deep connections with this person. It's going to be astounding. Okay, let me lay a Celtic cross spread for you. I feel like I get ended right there, but let's let's dig deeper. Thank you, Divine. What messages do you have for this beautiful being, for group 3? Thank you, Divine. What messages do you have? Okay, first of all, your outcome is Wheel of Fortune. Hey, hey. Gotta put that out there. And I want to, because I see that there's some, you know, some feelings of isolation, some feelings of loss that you've been experiencing. So let's get into it. But I do want you to know that that Wheel of Fortune is there. Okay? So the blessings are coming. For your situation, you have Queen of Swords. I feel like you had to take charge, and like this person that was so busy stabbing you in your back, you had to learn how to take charge and be like, no, you absolutely will not. So that's how this has helped you, is it's helped you to regain your power and your strength. You've had to reconnect with your toughness. And this was crossed with the Lovers. Look at that. So this was absolutely challenging, because you felt at the time that you didn't have the strength, but this has improved your ability to communicate with that Queen of Swords. And you're like, I'm not taking anybody's ish anymore. I'm not doing it. It's like you took the dagger out your back and said, now what? You're standing there like, don't test me. And it really has helped you to become the strong being that you are. Okay? For your basis, you have Justice. So there's something that you were blinded about before that now you have total balance. And you have, this is the thing, even with the blindfold on, so the blindfold being the deception that you've experienced in love in the past, even with that on, what you've learned to do is just get quiet and know truth within yourself. You've learned to gain wisdom from your own intuition because of the pain that you've experienced. And so, blindfolded or not, you still have the skills that you need to know the truth and to allow that truth to bring balance to your life. That's what this is all about. It's also about you creating purity within your world. Because with all that white, that's what's coming to me. The darkness was all around, but you're creating purity in your world, which is healing, strength, and the ability for you to say, I know my worth, and I'm not taking any nonsense anymore. For your past, you have 7 of Cups. So I know that there was an illusion. I feel like this was that you felt that someone, or you hoped that someone was someone that they weren't. Ooh. You hoped that this person that was deceiving you, you hoped that they were something different. But your keen intuition let you know, even with that blindfold of deception, of wishful thinking, you still knew the truth. And that led you to a place of feeling isolated. I feel like you may have taken this relationship on as sort of a part of your identity. Like, you had someone, you were now with someone, you were in a relationship. And so it's been quite a shift to separate yourself from that energetically and to do things without that person, or to create experiences without being connected to them. That has been a challenge, and I feel like at some points in time it still is a challenge, but it will be worth it, because if you were to remain with that person or to give them another chance, I see so much destruction. I see so much destruction. It's like the aftermath of a war. It's no. And that's what you don't want to allow into your heart, is a spirit of destruction. Unless you're removing something from your life that needed to go, that kind of destruction is okay. You know, that's Kali. That's, oh yeah, we can do that, okay? But to destroy the sanctity of your heart, the balance of your heart chakra, your energy, no, that's precious. And you're only allowing this type of energy in. And what you're doing is you're surrendering fear so that you can experience the abundance of that new love. It's beautiful. Okay. Now, I do sense temptation here, because for your future, you've got the devil. I feel like somebody's going to try to come on back, creep on back. So I creep. Yeah. Nah, we ain't having that. I feel like they will, this person that you were with, I feel like they will make an attempt to make a comeback. And you know what, really, I'm not surprised, because they know your worth. And they didn't know your worth when they were with you, because they weren't paying careful enough attention. Their intentions were not built around building and connecting. It was more on, what can I get out of this? Now that they've distanced, or there is distance between you, now that you're no longer feeding them your energy, they're like, oh, they were so good. But here's the thing. They're still being presented in the spirit realm as that cloak and dagger, as that person who is so deceptive. You're the one who has the light. They don't have the light. They're still being presented as the devil coming back to tempt you. Don't let them in. That's what's coming through, is that it's best if you don't let them in, because they don't deserve you, and it doesn't seem that they're doing the work to earn you. Okay, your power is healing over, or healing yourself from the sense of loss that you have. With this Five of Cups, I see a lot of darkness. I see a lot of heaviness. But Divine says that you have power through this. This is actually your power. Also, some of you are being called to record somehow, or channel your pain into art. This is something that will be very healing to others. Some of you will be writing about the pain that you've experienced or that you're feeling right now. This is not just about what you've been through. This is about what you're feeling right now. This is going to help you to heal. Writing poetry, writing songs, writing music, listening to music, creating artwork, drawing, painting. Channel your pain into your music, into your art, into your dance, into your exercise. Some of you are going to be exercising, getting those toxins out of your body on all dimensions, physically, mentally, and it's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so freeing. But you have the power to bring light into your world. And where those heavy emotions were, you can transform them now into something really beautiful that's going to send good energy to other people as well. For the people around you, you have the Chariot. I see two different aspects of this. The devil is very motivated, okay? They're trying. So, you know, the thing is you can be determined as well not to give them the time of day. But also, this is about the new energy, the new chapter in your life. Okay, so that's coming into your world like a chariot. So know that a new chapter is on the way. Okay? Your hopes and fears are Knight of Swords. You may be sort of fearful about a new love experience coming in too fast before you feel like you're healed. You might feel like I haven't healed enough and I don't want anybody coming to me before I'm ready. But Divine says that when they come to you, it'll be the right time. So there's no need to feel anxious about that, because this new chapter is from Spirit. So divine timing is already in order, okay? The person who hurt you, though, may also have been a Knight of Swords. Maybe they were an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe they were immature. Maybe they were thoughtless, like just always doing what they wanted to and not really being mindful about it, and not being mindful about the implications of their actions on others. So there might be a fear of experiencing this again, but Divine says that your new chapter is perfectly aligned for you, okay? And for your outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a new opportunity. This is a new energy. This is a new cycle in your life that brings abundance, that brings success and love, and that brings a divine aligned love, a divinely aligned love to your life. I love it. Ashe. So must it be. All right, beautiful being. I hope this was helpful to you, and I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.